welcome our blood viewers to RTD's News English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. The National Development Plan tested by realities. Djibouti here 2020-2024. Creation of a coding school in Djibouti. Minister of Digital Economy. And on the international scene, Gaza bombing continues. 24 Palestinians killed and about 90 others injured. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our blood viewers. This morning, the Kempinski Palace was transformed into a prestigious auditorium hosting a high-level meeting orchestrated under the aegis of the Ministry of Finance. Leading political figures, renowned experts, and representatives of civil society gathered to examine the final review of the National Development Program (NDP), a flagship initiative that is shaping Djibouti's future. The aim of the meeting was to take a comprehensive stock of the progress made since the launch of Djibouti Here 2020-2024 NDP. This ambitious and strategic program led by the government, aims to boost the nation's economic and social development over 5 years. It is part of the Djibouti Vision 2035, which aspires to make our country a land of prosperity and inclusion for all. The Minister of Finance, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dawali, opened the session with a detailed presentation highlighting significant success in key sectors such as education, health, and infrastructure. However, he was quick to point out that this success cannot overshadow the present challenge, notably socioeconomic inequalities and unemployment, which must be tackled proactively to ensure the sustainability of the progress achieved. One of the key messages to emerge from the meeting was the need to strengthen synergies between the Republic of and private sectors. Participants unanimously stressed the importance of mobilizing additional resources. This collaboration is essential not only to diversify funding sources but also to improve implementation. This partnership is essential to overcoming obstacles to effective implementation and ensuring inclusive, sustainable development. Discussion is focused on the need to adapt NDP strategies to reflect global economic realities and the specific needs of the population. This collaborative approach underlines the importance of constant dialogue between all stakeholders, from political decision makers to program beneficiaries. By integrating the voices of local communities, we can ensure that interventions are relevant and adapted to real challenges encountered on the ground. The UNDP representative described the meeting, which focused on the evolution of the Djibouti Here 2024 National Development Program, as crucial. For her part, the World Bank representative praised the collective commitment of the participants, highlighting the importance of this meeting, reinforcing efforts towards inclusive and sustainable development. And also for his part, the Minister of Finance, Mr. Ilyas Musa Dawali, asserted with conviction that transforming a vision into a concrete program was the fruit of a collective effort. He stressed that this imperative required a genuine synergy, a common grammar between all the players involved. Today, Djibouti's Ministry of Digital Economy organized an official ceremony marking the creation of the Djibouti Code Campus Association in Kempinski. This event represents a major step forward for the national digital ecosystem, with the opening of the first school dedicated to excellence in learning to code. A pioneer in its field, Djibouti Code Campus aims to train new generation in digital proficiency. As the world becomes increasingly connected, computer development and programming skills are more in demand than ever. The school will enable students to acquire the knowledge they need to make their mark in a rapidly expanding sector. Students will benefit from cutting-edge training, from the basics of programming to advanced courses covering areas such as web development, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. This initiative represents a strategic assist for the country, contributing to its technological independence and stimulating local innovations. Present at the ceremony where Mrs. Mariam Hamadou Ali, Minister for the Digital Economy, underlined the importance of this project for strengthening national technological capacities. She also stressed the need to develop local talent to meet the challenge of an ever-changing digital world. The inaugural speech was delivered by Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawali, president of the Djibouti Chamber of Commerce, who expressed his pride at being part of this innovative initiative. He also affirmed the commitment of the Chamber of Commerce and the private sector to enable the young trained at this school to find employment or entrepreneurial opportunities. For her part, Madam Mariam Hamad Ali, Minister Delegate in charge of the Digital Economy and Innovation, then took the floor to underline the strategic importance of this project for Djibouti's future and highlighted the essential role that the Djibouti Code Campus will play in empowering Djibouti's youth. A new medical branch of the National Social Security Fund (CNSS) was inaugurated today in Djibouti's Free Trade Zone. The center is designed to facilitate access to healthcare for employees and employers for companies operating in the zone. The ceremony was attended by the Minister of Labor, Mr. Umar Abdi Said, and the Acting Director General of the CNSS, Mr. Abdul Qadir Dini Abdul Qadir. The participation of a large number of company representatives and local players underlined the importance of this initiative. The cutting of the ribbon, a key moment in the inauguration, was performed by the Minister, Mr. Umar Abdi Said, accompanied by Mr. Abdul Qadir Dini and Mr. Ahmed Saad Sultan, Djibouti Director General of Administration, as well as representatives of the various establishments and companies in the free zone. This symbolic gesture marked the official opening of the agency, heralding the provision of new health services for the zone employees. Following the inauguration, the minister visited the facilities, accompanied by Mr. Abdul Qadir Dini and Mr. Ahmed Saad Sultan. CNSS teams presented the different sections of the center, highlighting the importance of local care and responsiveness of this team. The center aims to simplify access to health care for employees in the free zone by offering CNSS services directly on site. It enables employees to benefit from quality care. The opening of this medical unit is an important step towards better social protection and equitable access to health care for all. It also demonstrates CNSS commitment to promoting a healthy working environment. Mr. Ahmed Saad Sultan, Deputy Director General of Administration, focused on the center's operational aspects, discussing the various healthcare services available to employees. He assured and stressed the importance of responsiveness and local care, explaining how the facility aims to meet the unique needs of workforce in the free trade zone. He expressed optimism about the center's potential to foster a culture of health and well-being among workers, reinforcing CNSS dedication to equitable access to healthcare. For his part and in his speech, Mr. Abdul Qadir Dini, Acting Director General of the CNSS, highlighted the significance of the new medical center in providing direct healthcare services to employees in the free trade zone. He emphasized the CNSS commitment to enhancing social protection and improving the health of the workforce. Mr. Abdul Qadir noted that the facility would facilitate easier access to quality care, ultimately contributing to a healthier working environment and supporting local economic growth. Let's now listen to Mr. Billy Yon, the CEO of FZCO.
Happy to join this CNSS ceremony here today. I'm quite grateful for CNSS what is actions in the FTZ, because everybody knows that the FTZ is quite expanding. So we have nearly now 1,700 labels every day in our free zone. So it's so convenient for us to have a CNS team there, so they can render the payment for every month and also get the medical treatment at the first minute if an injury happened in our free zone. So that's very good. I do hope that we can have a more strong CNS team in our free zone and do support our operations and do support all the businesses in our free zone. Thank you.
Djibouti's multi-sector regulatory authority has organized a capacity building workshop for regulators in consumer protection and dispute resolution. The workshop is provided and will be held from October 13 to 14 at Sheraton Hotel. The aim of the workshop is to strengthen participants' skills in dispute resolution and the protection of consumer interests. And in RMD is responsible for regulating activities carried out on national territory in the telecommunication and renewable and non-renewable energy sectors. This workshop aims to assist in the regulatory in matters relating to consumer protection, provide training on the theme of alternative dispute resolution, and train judges in the issues and texts of electronic communication. In this sense, RMD's role in consumer protection will be put in place the structures and procedures needed to better protect the interests of consumers and regulated sectors. In addition, RMD will set up a complaint and readiness redress tools to facilitate and improve consumer access to these regulated sectors and their services. A group of 10 magistrates will be trained at the end of this workshop to enable them to acquire the skills needed to resolve dispute in the telecommunications and energy sectors involving operators and consumers. The workshop closed with a family photo session as usual. Moving towards the north now, the Tajura region, the White City, which recently benefited from abundant rainfall, offering a long-awaited respite in its inhabitants. With a rainfall of up to 32 millimeters in Balho, this is a ray of hope for a region where agriculture and water supply are largely dependent on the vagaries of the weather. These showers, which have intensified over the last few days, have also sprinkled neighboring localities, offering a blessing in the face of a persistent heat that characterizes this area. However, despite their benefit, the rains have not been without consequences, of course. The wadis, usually dry, experienced flash floods, transforming familiar landscapes into raging torrents. Faced with this situation, the local authorities reacted swiftly with safety measures. Emergency teams were deployed to monitor areas at risk and warn the population of the potential dangers associated with the bad weather. The brief rainstorm offered both hope of renewal for the region and a reminder of the unpredictable power of Mother Nature. The same for the region of Ali Sabeh, where it was ravaged by heavy rains yesterday, particularly in the Grand and Petit Bara sectors, which water accumulated to the depth of 30 to 40 centimeters, blessing of rural populations who can now turn the page on the periods of drought and water shortages aggravated by the intensive heat. Alto rain has been present all week. Yesterday was notable for its torrential intensity, accompanied by resounding thunder. According to local residents, vegetation, once in decline, is coming back to life, redrawing the landscape from the mountains of Omar Jaga to the plains of Petit Bara. The transformation is palpable. The rains is greeted with great satisfaction for the locals. The rain is seen as a welcome renewal. A colorful ceremony took place yesterday in the Hibelinda Arta region under the patronage of Kishihara, Japanese ambassador to Djibouti. The event was attended by the region's leading authorities, including the prefect, the president of the regional council, the member of parliament, the director of General Education, the head of the Regional Education Department, the Vice President of the Association Synergies Rules, and the Secretary General of the same association. Also present were the Advisor to the President of the Republic, Mr. Adiri Hashim, the Director General of Taxes, the Director General of the CHU, and the Director General of the Cultural Agency. The local population expressed their deep gratitude to the Ambassador and the Ministry of Education for their efforts on behalf of the region's children. The Ministry of Education is actively promoting rural schools with the aim of improving the quality of the educational system. 34 Palestinians were killed and around 90 injured yesterday morning following an Israeli bombardment that targeted the gathering of citizens in Gaza in a neighborhood in the town of Jabalah in the north of the Gaza Strip, which the attacks has been continuous and attacks of genocide for the seventh consecutive day. In the Gaza city, the two Palestinians were also killed in an Israeli bombardment near the fishing port in the west of the city. Well, but this is our beloved viewers. We finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and please make sure to tune in for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening, and please take care.